Whether you're a lifelong tea lover or just looking to expand beyond your morning coffee, tea does a world of flavors for everybody, aromas and traditions to explore. And today we're joined by LaDonna Olmsted, owner of Tea Madame, here in the Pacific Northwest, to learn more about the art of tea and discover what makes a great cup, and of course, sample a few delicious teas along the way. Hello.
Hi.
I love your hat.
Thank you.
Look at this, the theme.
It's part of the uniform.
We know what's coming, and it's tea. You have such a variety. What do you love about tea?
Well, I will say I'm a coffee drinker, and I did drink coffee this morning. I drink both, but I think that there's a place for tea in my life that is much more vast and interesting than just that cup of coffee. So I can have a blueberry this and a vanilla that, and no guilt, no pumps of this or anything needed to put in it. And to me, that's the best cup of tea.
Absolutely. The aroma that you have, and just, I don't know, it's really a moment to take a step back and a zen.
It is, and that's, I think, what the American public doesn't understand about tea, is that in countries of origin like China, they have entire ceremonies around the steeping of the tea. We invented the tea bag, so we are the dunk, 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 microwave our water and get it as fast as possible, and that takes out huge parts of the relaxation and the zen moment of actually taking in tea. And so that relaxation starts when you fill up your kettle. Your mind is going there already. It does.
It knows what time it is. Tea time. Tell me about Tea Madame too, and what people can find there.
Well, Tea Madame is 22 years old.
Wow.
I've owned the company for 20 years. We are a bulk loose leaf tea company. We have 130 bulk loose leaf teas, many of which we blend in-house. I curate personally from 27 different sources to get the 130 I have, because I'm very picky.
Yes,
and there are different. There are many, many different teas, and they all have a difference. And you may love some and not like others. And I do not like every tea I try.
You have 3 locations. Tell me where they are.
I do. The Sumner location we've had for 22 years. We have Lakewood, and then we have our one in Reston at the Waterfront Market. And then I have a newly built tea studio, just a stone's throw from my Lakewood store, and that's where my tea tastings are starting there. So I have my very own space for tea tastings.
Okay, tell me more about these tea tastings and tea classes for someone that's interested.
Well, it's really the best way to start into tea. So if you've ever been to a wine tasting and didn't know anything about wine, where they talk about the who, what, when, and where, and what the difference is, the soil conditions, all these things that would make it unique to itself in the place that it's from, and it's really like that. So really you're going to find your lane by trying a 7 tea flight, white, green, oolong, black, pu'er, herbal, and rooibos. So you kind of get to dabble a little bit in all of them.
Ooh, that looks so fun. The pics are up there. Class is in session though here in studio with me, Kelly Hansen. You have brought some delicious smelling teas. Where are we starting?
Well, we are going to start with Bai Mu Dan. This is the dry material, and this is a classic white tea. Bai Mu Dan is Chinese for big white peony, and that means it's a large leaf variety that is a traditional from northern Fujian province. And in fact, white tea was the very first tea that ever existed based on processing.
Ooh, can I expect this to be lighter? Do you not like to tell people what to expect?
Well, I'll tell you, Body, so that it is light and soft and airy and ethereal. And so if you're a big, dark espresso fan, you may find lacking, because it is soft and delicate, but it's like a soft, delicate white wine to the palate. You know, there are differences in tea just like there are in wine. So if you like a more hearty, most certainly those are out there for you too.
I'm loving this, and I'm trying not to chug it right now.
I love white tea so much. It is my favorite type.
Absolutely love it. I think this is the first time I've ever tried white tea, so good Lord. How did I make it through
Not
life?
everybody has white tea, and I'll be honest, this last week I was in a couple world famous tea shops, and they had one. They each had one, and it was the same one. And I was kind of surprised. I think I have 9 different flavors and varieties of leaf style, and that's really what tea's about, is leaf style and those type of things that make it unique.
What's next? I can't wait to try more.
Yay. Okay, so the next one we blend in-house. This is a high mountain grown green tea with mango, pineapple, orange, and strawberry, and we call this Meta Mango.
Another fantastic one. That feels earthier to me on my palate.
Yeah, it has more body. The green tea has more body, so you're going to catch a little vegetal from it and just a little bit more And so when white tea is so soft, even in comparison to a green tea, you're stepping up in body very
Maybe I'm
easily.
a tea drinker now.
Maybe you are. The right ones.
The right ones, and you are the person for that. Okay, and then this one.
So the last one is a classic black tea. This one is custom blended for us. It's called Summer Berry, and it is a Chinese hand-produced black tea with hibiscus, strawberry, raspberry, and blackberry. And this is hot, so it's going to have a little tannin behind it, but ice, this is amazing.
Oh my gosh, on a summer warm day? All of these are absolutely amazing. I want to talk about, too, you're a level 3 certified tea speaker. What does that mean and entail?
Well, what it means is that I really wanted to know my product. And when I was in the restaurant industry, I started going to school to be a sommelier because I wanted to know about the product I was selling.
Definitely.
And so I did acquire this tea shop, and immediately I started to go to school. It was called the Specialty Tea Institute, and I am a level 3. So in other words, I took all the classes and I took the class to teach the class. So I'm a level 3 certified tea speaker and tea educator.
Amazing. And you touched on this, teas that you can't find a lot of other places. Is that prideful for you to have that?
It is, and tea is very much who you know. And I have access to some wonderful teas, and in some cases it took me a few years to gain their trust. So it's kind of like a restaurant where you sit down and here's the wine list, but then there may be a captain's list that some people might know about. You know, after a few years of them trusting that I'm selling their teas with integrity, then you're offered these more exclusive blends.
Wow. Again, where can people find you? Because I am visiting. I am a tea fan. I'm just loving this.
Well, of course, Sumner, Lakewood, and Reston, 7 days a week. We're open from 10 to 5 or 10 to 6 if you go to the Reston. And all of my employees are obsessed with tea. They love it so much, and the history and the culture around it is amazing.
Amazing. You are amazing. Thank you for being here today and making me a fan. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me.
And Team Madame, next live tea class will be Saturday, August 15th. Just go to the website for more information and registration.